Are you worried about losing muscle in a calorie deficit? If you are, then you should watch this video. Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm an online personal trainer and nutrition coach, and I'm here to take all the bullshit out of your fat loss journey and help you finally make progress that lasts. Muscle is a precious commodity. It takes a lot of effort to gain it, but it actually doesn't take that much effort to maintain it. Let me explain. Muscle is like gold, and it's this commodity that we hold on to and we treasure it because it actually helps us eat more food, move better, reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and metabolic issues, osteoporosis. We're less likely to break a bone or break a hip as we get older. So muscle is fucking important. And when it comes to muscle, a lot of people worry that when they go into a calorie deficit and they lose fat, they're going to lose muscle. And I myself have made this mistake in the past where I've gone into the wrong kind of calorie deficit, maybe something that you've done, and I have actually came out of it looking like a smaller version of my fatter self. In other words, I didn't have that toned, amazing, awesome look that so many of you are going for, and I was going for as well. And the problem with this is it's really fucking disheartening. I went from 250 pounds down to 160 pounds, but I did it in all the wrong ways. I wasn't eating enough protein, I wasn't strength training consistently, and I was doing all kinds of extreme calorie deficits. And by that, I mean 72-hour fasting, 48-hour fasting. What the fuck was I thinking? I just wanted to find something that worked. And I thought I had found the holy grail in keto. But the problem was, keto worked great until I realized that it was stripping the muscle off of my body. And it was severely tanking my testosterone and other hormones. Wouldn't recommend it. Now, I'm not saying the keto diet isn't for everyone because... Now, I'm not saying the keto diet isn't for some people because some people would do very well with a keto diet. However, for me, I found it to be very restrictive and I would end up binging and restricting and it would mess up my relationship with food. But that's for another video. When I got down to 160 pounds, I realized that I had lost a ton of strength. I had lost a lot of muscle and my energy levels were very low. This was a problem, because my maintenance calories were already very low. But then when you add in the fact that I needed to eat even less now that I'm a smaller person, this was not ideal. So I had to go into what's called a building phase. And I also had to go into a maintenance phase. If you want to know what a maintenance phase was and how to do it, check out yesterday's video. But I had to go into a maintenance phase. And this was important because I learned how to bring my calories back up to where they needed to be and then slightly higher as I tried to build strength and build muscle in the gym. Now, when you're building strength and you're building muscle, it's important to think about something called progressive overload. And this is where you simply add a rep or you add 5 pounds or 10 pounds to the lift that you did last week. For example, barbell bench press at 130 pounds. The next week, I'll try to get 135 pounds. Or if I did 8 reps last week, I'd try to do 9 reps this week. So on and so forth. You get the idea. As long as your strength is going up, you can be assured that you are building muscle. Now, how much muscle are you supposed to lose in a calorie deficit? Well, ideally not much at all. And if you're doing the right things, you should not be losing muscle while you're losing fat. Some of those things would include eating enough protein. Now, how much protein you need will depend on your needs. But let's say you have a goal body weight of 150 pounds. You should be eating somewhere between 130 to 150 pounds. You take that goal body weight or the weight that you'd be at your absolute leanest, multiply it by 0.8, and then I would generally recommend to go a little bit above that just to be safe. It's also got some other benefits, like it's going to keep you full, it's going to reduce cravings, and you're going to eat a lot less processed crap the more protein that you get. So protein is a plus. And as long as you're doing that progressive overload thing or you're lifting pretty heavy, at least 2 to 3 times a week, you're going to pretty much maintain all of the muscle that you have built up until this point. So even though people who are misinformed may think that you're going to lose muscle if you go into an extreme calorie deficit, most likely as long as protein is high and strength training is adequate, you're following a good training program, which, by the way, if you need a good training program, you can check out one-on-one coaching. It's in the description. Then you will not lose very much muscle at all, if any. So I hope this helps ease some of your worries. And if you have any questions, you can drop them down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.